that she has made on the team, saying that she is an outstanding player and someone that can score against the best defenders in the country.
She will be on the bench. Is certainly a candidate for SEC Six-Man of the Year early stages. Still very early into the SEC slate. LSU 2-0 in conference. Tennessee 1-1, and a quick start. Early basket for Jersey Wolfenbarger, and we're underway. Sarah Puckett on the other end for Tennessee. Again, a team that likes to shoot the three, leading the nation in three-point attempts and three-pointers made. Puckett will fire one early, and she connects early.
Oh, and LSU's defense went to that orange paint area. It was hard to close out. You got to know where Sarah Puckett is when she's on the floor because she can knock it down.
Other end, a quick fire. Long two is off the mark. Cheyenne Day Wilson can't connect on an answer. Talasia Cooper has been fantastic all year for the Lady Vols. Finds Samara Spencer, that time bit off the mark. The Lady Vols, they also like to offensive rebound. Ruby Whitehorn, no good. Rebounding is going to be so important this game, Cam. I know you brought that up in the early going in the open.
Whoever is controlling the rebounding game is going to dictate the tempo of this one.
Tennessee about 20 offensive boards a game. Best in the SEC. They've already got one. Another shot no good that time. Michaela Williams, but a turnover. Sam Spencer gives it away. Here comes Flau'jae Johnson, one of the best scorers in the conference year after year. Head to the line for two. There is Kim Mulkey. Of course, the resume speaks for itself. Four-time national champion as a coach in year two with LSU. Of course, the last team standing. And, of course, the style I wish I had. Wore the net last game. Now it's just nothing but net.
You always look forward to seeing what Kim Mulkey's going to wear because you know she's going to put it on.
And she's back in Knoxville, obviously a place she's very familiar with. A lot of good battles here against Pat Summitt. And she was with Baylor, and then she's had some good ones with the Lady Vols since being with LSU. Tennessee quickly the other way. Three's off the mark. Alyssa Latham, the sophomore forward. LSU crashes the board. Defense and rebounding is what Kim Mulkey was screaming at her team and shooting around, and what she told us, that's going to be the difference for her team. Effort on those ends.
LSU is coming in, playing with a lot of confidence. They know this game isn't going to be a walk in the park, but they're looking to keep that streak going.
Kim Caldwell on the other end. She is a young coach going against the veteran and Kim Mulkey. Coach Caldwell obviously off to a torrid start her first season, but now for the first time having to coach her team through a loss. She was 13-0 going into the Oklahoma game on Sunday, now with one in the loss column.
That was a tough one-point loss against Oklahoma, but tonight is going to be about how you respond. Do you use that game to fuel you, or do you just lay down? And I don't think this is a Tennessee team that's going to lay down.
Talasia Cooper's off the mark. Michaela Williams wants to run the court. Third on this LSU team in scoring. Made it look easy on that drive. Here's the up-tempo pace from this Tennessee team. They want to out-condition you throughout the game. We saw it late against Oklahoma. The Sooners were in control in Knoxville late, as we see Michaela Williams go coast to coast here.
Michaela Williams just doing such a good job making through a tough contact layup. But if you're Tennessee, you're going to have to pick her up early, identify her, and not let LSU get those transition buckets.
Talasia Cooper, 17.8 points per game. Her first bucket. Michaela Williams, quick answer. Tigers did not hit a three in their win against Auburn on Sunday. They get one here early in the first.
And again, both of these teams really know how to put the ball in the basket. We can see this is going to be a high possession game.
I told you, if you like offense, this is going to be the place to be. We're already out to a quick start. Talasia Cooper starting to feel. That's back-to-back jumpers. Flau'jae Johnson, a bit of contact off offensive board and back in Anissa Morrow. You have to mark her when the ball goes up.
I mean, it's no question what Anissa Morrow can do on the boards. You're going to have to identify her wherever she is and box her out. She can be at the three-point line. You have to put a body on her and not let her get the rebound.
Anissa Morrow, 14 rebounds a game, leads the country. Johnson, fantastic move to the rim. Suffocated underneath as looks like Z Spearman affected the shot. Jewel Spear the other way. Foul, 2 shots coming up.
On that last possession, Lajay Johnson, even though she wasn't able to convert on that layup, her ability to just get between those gaps is so impressive, and to get downhill to the rim.
Here's another interesting wrinkle with Kim Caldwell's Tennessee Lady Volunteers. They're going to mass substitute. They wanted to get all 5 there. Avery Strickland will have to wait. Kim Caldwell, she'll rotate in because they're going to be running. And even a top player in Talasia Cooper leading the team in points, does a little bit of everything. She only plays about 24 minutes a game.
Kim Caldwell's motto is, in this style of play, you can only play about 3 to 5 minutes, because the level that I want you to play at, that's all you'll be able to withstand.
Day Wilson right up on Hollingshead. That's a swat. Fresh into the game, Jillian Hollingshead.
I mean, if you're Day Wilson, I love the mentality of going against Hollingshead, but that's just a hard shot to make over number 53.
Johnson into Wolfenberger. Good defense from Avery Strickland, and it's an LSU turnover. It is high tempo, high energy. And in this day and age, it feels like the starting 5 just doesn't matter. Throw it out the window. We want all effort, all 4 quarters from everyone on the bench.
You know, I think so many players get caught up in being a starter, and Kaylin Gilbert is one of those players who really embraces her role coming off of the bench. Does such a good job. We'll see her later today, but you get so caught up, and I want to be a starter, but it's really about what you do with the minutes during the game.
Lajay Johnson, a pick and a layup at the other end. She is as dynamic as it gets. Almost 20 points per game, and has been a force with the Tigers in her 3rd year with the program. Tigers by 4 early. Kim Caldwell already ready to put 5 more in. Ruby Whitehorn takes it inside. Jump ball, State Tennessee possession.
Lajay, this is what she does. Get into the passing lanes, converts it into fast break opportunities for herself. That's the best type of offense, is when you don't have to set anything up. You can just go to coast.
Lajay has only gotten better as the years have gone on, as she has been in collegiate basketball. She is truly a leader of this team now. For Kim Mulkey, her 4th year with the program. Rebound, transition the other way. Good drive, but Gilbert couldn't finish. Kaylin Gilbert into the game now. Good dish from Cooper. Open 3 off the mark. Kanaya Boyd. There's Tennessee's tempo there. Couldn't pay off on the other end with the 3. Johnson again to the rim. Defense. Cooper swats it.
I mean, that was just great rotation by Talasia Cooper. That's what Kim Caldwell wants her players to do, is to rotate over in that defense.
Spearman couldn't pass up that open 3. Tennessee full court press here. Now numbers for the Tigers. Morrow, and that'll be a foul as Spearman will put Morrow to the line. Fast pace, up tempo was advertised, and we're getting it. It's Tigers by 4 early.
Coach Kim Caldwell is also an expecting mother, so to have that moment between them was really special.
It was all love and support pre-game, but I assume now we are dialed in.
Yeah.
We're now enemies until the buzzer sounds.
Right.
Kim Mulkey dialed in. Kim Caldwell obviously 13-0 start was the best coaching debut in Lady Vol history. Obviously not a lot of names that have been the head coach of the Lady Vols, but Kim Caldwell had the best start of them all. But again, how do you respond for the first time after a loss? The silver lining in that loss to Oklahoma is, hey, we went on a 16-4 run at the end of that game, and we had a look to win, so there was no quit in that team on Sunday.
In that game, Coach Caldwell also said, and I agree, it didn't come down to the last possession. It came down to the possessions before it. But again, it's about how you respond. This is a great time to lose if you're going to.
That's a giveaway. Whitehorn comped it up. Miracle Shepard quick to the rim. LSU's had a few chances like that not go their way. Good finish that time from Shepard. Turnover from Tennessee. They'll need to respond. LSU on a 6-0 run. It has been a slow building 6-0 run, but the Lady Vols looking for a bucket and another giveaway. That one on Talasia Cooper. That's back-to-back turnovers, and now the scoring jump for Tennessee at 2.5 minutes. LSU 2-0 in SEC play, a dominant win over Arkansas, and a 10-point win over Auburn. It was certainly not as close to score looked at the end, but LSU, like Tennessee, working on a full 4 quarters, and look at the tenacity of Caleb Gilbert. Couldn't quite finish it off.
I mean, that was a great looking layup, just overshot it on that one. LSU doesn't miss a lot of bunnies around the basket.
Spencer getting hit the other way. Gilbert quickly the other direction. That's a foul and 2 shots. That's one thing Tennessee cannot afford with some of these guards LSU has. You have to stay in front of them transition-wise.
It's going to be about one-on-one defense, you know, not letting them get to the rim so easily, making it uncomfortable, applying some pressure.
This style of play, I mean, Kim Mulkey has been in the game for a while. We asked her, have you ever played a team with this type of style, substitution-wise, tempo-wise? She's like, no, never. This is all new for me, too.
And, you know, it's the evolution of the sport, right? Coach Mulkey, again, 40 years of coaching experience, and she's seen a lot as the game has evolved, but she hasn't seen anything quite like this.
I think what she said, you know, as a coach, you have to be confident on what you do and keep excelling at it, making it better. It's not maybe what Kim Mulkey does, but a lot of respect for what Coach Caldwell has done in her first season.
And it's working for her. And you keep with it.
Tennessee needs a bucket. 8-0 run for LSU. And they have forced 3 turnovers in the last few Tennessee possessions. Spear to the rim. The Tigers have been really good at the rim defending. Poa, spin move to the rim. That's a travel, so wave off the basket.
LSU is #1 in the conference in field goal percentage defense, and Tennessee's last. But also note with that, Tennessee has not let over 300 more points than LSU has allowed.
Cooper, yes, and that ends the scoring jump for Tennessee. It had been about 3.5 minutes. Needed a bucket. Cooper's been the go-to, 6 points now. They've all been those jump shots as well. Shepard off the drive. No good. Rebound Whitehorn. LSU, they make their living in the paint. They're showing that early. Spencer, open 3. Yes! Johnson quickly the other way. LSU able to bite back. Tennessee cannot allow those plays.
You can't have a 3 and then give up a fast break layup like that.
Looked like a bit of a momentum shift, and then Flau'jae Johnson able to quickly answer. Ruby Whitehorn, hard take, no good. And now LSU has numbers. Kaylin Gilbert will do it herself. Talked about her in the open. The spark off the bench, her first 2.
I mean, on that one, Spencer kind of just stood still in her feet, didn't move with Gilbert. Gilbert just went right around her.
Gilbert right now, an absolute motor. Back-to-back layups. LSU up 11. It's another 6-0 run for the Tigers. We're seeing defensively making Tennessee uncomfortable, and they are running the court.
I mean, just look at Kaylin Gilbert right here. That's what she does so well, getting to the rim, finishing. Coach Mulkey said she plays like a boy. And she said also, Kaylin Gilbert, when she's in the game, she feels like she's shooting in an ocean. And right now, she is.
Yeah, very quiet-natured, but you saw it after that last made bucket. She's got a lot of energy when she plays, kind of unlocks that emotion once she's on the court. Obviously, an incredible worker. Kim Mulkey said even after the win against Auburn, she's hungry to get back in the gym, and that's what it takes to play for Kim Mulkey. You got to be a hard worker, got to play defense, and you got to have that high motor. Well, LSU has established a nice early lead here in quarter number one. Spencer looking for another three. No good off the front iron. Poa. Tennessee looking to apply pressure here on the Tigers. Johnson on the drive. Contact. Morrow, the nation's best rebounder, is there.
And that's exactly what she does, is clean up on the boards. Tennessee, you have to identify that and box her out.
34 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Spear fires, foul, and one. The energy boost the Lady Vols desperately need.
Kim Mulkey was not happy at Miracle Shepherd fouling on that play.
It had been a quiet quarter for Jewel Spear, who's averaging 24 in conference play so far. Made 6 threes on Sunday, and it's her first here tonight.
There was some miscommunication on that screen with Shepherd, and it just allowed Jewel Spear to have an open shot on the arc. And if you're Jewel Spear, you're going to more than not knock those down.
Three brings Tennessee back within 10, a chance to get back to single digits. First 10 minutes have been high octane, but LSU have obviously proved that they are going to be defensively strong, and they're willing to run with this Tennessee team. Little separating game clock and shot clock here. Tennessee full court press as we usually see. Day Wilson stuck in the trap. Gilbert with space now. She'll hold the ball. LSU, they've made 4 of their last 5 shots from the floor. Whitehorn on Gilbert.
She's forcing her to go left.
6 on the game clock. Gilbert into Morrow. That's an offensive foul. Jillian Hollingshed there.
I mean, just a huge play by Jillian Hollingshed. Ruby Whitehorn forcing Gilbert to go left. Hollingshed steps up to take charge. I mean, that's the play you want to see from your big.
4.5 seconds now. Enough time for the Lady Vols to maybe get a good look here before the quarter break. Into Spencer. 2 on the clock at half court. Picked up and can't get anything away. Good defense there to close from LSU. Tennessee got it back within single digits, but LSU, they're here to prove something on the road. They're out in front early.
Gilbert just getting it done on the offensive end. Get so far deep into the paint. And then Kaylin Gilbert, you know, when she enters the game, you have to know what she's capable of. They're going to have to do a better job of controlling her.
We knew rebounding was going to be huge in this game. Ken Caldwell, after being out rebounded by Oklahoma, said, you know, there needs to be a bit more effort there through 4 quarters. Right now, it's been LSU on the glass. Now rebounding Tennessee 17-9. Add another one. Anissa Morrow, so tough to box out, but especially on that offensive end, you have to try to control her.
And, you know, she's not the tallest player on the court, but her ability to elevate over other players makes her play so much bigger.
LSU has been dominating the paint. 20 paint points to Tennessee's none. Lady Vols are a three-point shooting team, but they still do score from the paint. They haven't done so yet. And Tennessee giveaway. Well, LSU will send up their offense. Cheyenne Day-Wilson. Morrow, 4 points already here in the second quarter. She makes it look easy.
Hollingshed, it seems like she almost tried to double that screen, and Talasia Cooper was just too late to rotate over to defend Morrow, and she was able to get a good-looking shot.
You could see it in shoot-around today. Anissa Morrow plays at one level only. The way she was practicing looks exactly what we're seeing tonight.
And that's exactly what Coach Mulkey was saying, that her practices is just high-level motor. She's always on go. She practiced how she plays, and that's why it always converts so easily for her when it comes game time.
Tennessee able to get it back as Day-Wilson fumbled the pass. Spencer in the lane, and finally a paint point for Tennessee.
That was a great drive by Spencer. Was able to get through some contact. I think Michaela Williams may have got her with a foul from behind the back. There was definitely some contact on that one, but good job by Spencer to maintain her composure, finish through it, and get to the rim. And if you're Tennessee, that's exactly what you need to continue to do, is play inside out. Again, first paint point of the game.
Tennessee again, they're going to consistently full court press the Tigers. That time almost generated a turnover. Gilbert with Tennessee out of system. Michaela Williams fires, and there's Anissa Morrow again, just dominating on the glass.
I mean, she just goes to get it. She doesn't wait for the ball to come to her.
And now Cooper loses it. Gilbert around the back, all the way into the lane. Can't finish, but now Flau'jae Johnson is there for the putback. LSU dominating the offensive glass.
And Tennessee is #1 in offensive rebounding. LSU is close behind them, but Tennessee, you have to take a note out of your own book, find a body and box out. I mean, you just see here Anissa Morrow. Talasia Cooper thought she was boxing her out, but that wasn't enough contact. And then you have Flau'jae Johnson coming in with the rebound as well and finishing it.
I see a lot of teams shy away from the up-tempo that Tennessee plays with. It feels like LSU has leaned into it and are willing to match the energy, and they're finding all kinds of holes and opportunities right now in Tennessee's defense. Another turnover for Tennessee is not going to help Lady Vols' case here early in the second quarter.
I mean, Tennessee likes to speed up teams, but this is the LSU team who likes to play fast.
And Johnson is wide open. Can't knock it down. Another offensive board for LSU. They have been flying around the court. Mentioned their guard play is their strength. They have so much depth in, a lot of quickness, and then they have Anissa Morrow, who can do a little bit of everything. Morrow has 8 points here in the second quarter already. Spencer in the paint. Good move. Can't finish it. Looked like she almost lost it as she was going up. LSU the other way. Gilbert open lane. Contact. 2 shots. Again, LSU putting on a clinic running the court right now.
LSU is just doing a good job of leaking out.
And Jewel Spears slow to get up. And she's been the go-to for Tennessee in the last 2. Hard contact with Kayla Gilbert prevented the basket on the fast break.
Gilbert does a good job of leaking out, using her body to initiate that contact. Her and Spear collided a little bit on that one. Hopefully it's a situation where she can just walk it off and check back in. That's definitely a player that they want to keep on the floor if you're Tennessee.
Gilbert can't knock down the first offering. One for two. Gilbert has been doing her thing off the bench. She's got 7 points. LSU on a 7-0 run. Spencer in the lane. She's done a good job of penetrating and making things happen.
She's so quick, and she's one of those players who can easily get to the rim. She's a driver at heart. Good job of getting into those gaps and staying aggressive offensively.
Good defense from Jillian Hollingshed, trying to shut down Morrow. Whitehorn the other way for two. And Tennessee's able to get a bucket on their end. They could set up the full court pressure. And you can see this Tennessee team on the court trying to bring some energy to this team.
And when you look at the score, you can't get too much caught up in it, because this is a Tennessee team who can score very quickly. They can make up 20 points in a quarter, honestly. And so you don't get too much into your heads when you see you're not really on the scoreboard where you want to be. You just keep your head down and keep playing.
And Tennessee trailed by about 16 going to the fourth quarter against Oklahoma. All it took was one run. Misfire from Cheyenne Day Wilson. Cooper now. Long two, top of the key, nails it.
Good job by Cooper, realizing she had some space with Johnson off of her a little bit. Good job by knocking it down.
And now a quick 6-0 run for the Lady Vols, their best run tonight. Morrow wants the jumper. Tennessee trying to keep LSU off the offensive glass. They do so that time. Chance to add on to this run. Spencer leads this team in assist. Drives in. Open three. Whitehorn. Not quite. Hollingshed. Hustle play. Stays Lady Vol basketball. Energy now here at the Food City Center. 6-0 mini run here for Tennessee.
Julian Hollingshed, just a hustle play.
Tennessee on a 6-0 run, but it's LSU up 12 here midway through second quarter. Rebounding has been the difference maker. Anissa Morrow does it better than anyone in the country. One of the best at double-doubles. She's one rebound away already from another double-double.
The rebound queen, double-double machine, Anissa Morrow. She's just so aggressive on the boards. I mean, she's the epitome of go and get it. She goes to the rebound. She doesn't wait for it to come to her. When she sees the shot up, goes up, she does such a good job of positioning herself underneath the basket, and her timing to just go and grab it is elite level.
Yep. 14 points and 9 rebounds tonight. Let's bring back in Sarah Detweiler.
In talking about Anissa Morrow's talent, Kim Mulkey said what you see in a game is because of what she does in practice. She only knows one speed, so when she goes on the floor, she never wavers from going all out. You guys talked about how she leads the country in rebounding per game, and that's because she goes and gets the ball. Her work ethic is second to none in practice, and that's what you've seen in the game. Kim Mulkey says that she's just got a motor, and it never stops.
Well, she averages about 5 offensive rebounds a game. She already has 4. Tennessee's got to find a way to keep her off the glass. And she's 1 rebound away from her 16th double-double. Right now, though, Tennessee on a huge run. Jewel Spear adds to it her second 3. First time LSU has really felt some pressure on the offensive end. Flau'jae Johnson can't get it to go. Tennessee back within 9. Spear top the key, fires again. Yes! Red hot Jewel Spear.
I mean, when Jewel Spear starts feeling herself, it gets hard to stop her.
It's a 12-0 Tennessee run. This place is getting loud here in Knoxville. Looking for Morrow. That's a foul before the shot. Tennessee doing everything they can to limit Anissa Morrow. Jewel Spear, though, igniting the crowd.
Just take another look here. Jewel Spear, her teammates do such a good job of finding her because they know she can knock it down. There was some confusion by Poa in that one to get around the screen. Gave Jewel Spear just enough time to get it up and in. And then on this other end, Tennessee just has to make sure they rotate over. Jewel Spear did a good job on that possession, taking Morrow out the play, but once she left her, nobody rotated over.
That is an and one from Anissa Morrow. A good way to dampen the mood here for the road team. Again, Tennessee, they're gonna have to find a way to limit Morrow because she is on an absolute tear here in the first half.
I mean, she just got that off of the way she set up that cut. Faked like she was going middle, went back to right side, and made Spencer a little confused defensively.
17 points and 9 rebounds. She's got 89 career double-doubles, one away from putting her tied third in D1 history for career double-doubles. Incredible from Anissa Morrow. Ruby Whitehorn hard to the rim and a good finish. Whitehorn has 4 now. Tennessee a bit better in the paint here in the second quarter.
And also this possession, they did such a better job. Johnson was leaking out again, but Jewel Spear identified that and got back early to take away that fast break opportunity.
Latham, D's up Morrow, Whitehorn hard to the rim, lost the ball. Stays Tennessee way. Good drive from Whitehorn. But again, on the other end, good defense from Alyssa Latham. Just because Morrow gets that shot off and it doesn't go in, the job's not done. You have to box her out afterwards.
I mean, Morrow just puts so much pressure on you defensively because if she gets second, third, fourth chance opportunities, it just wears the defender out.
3 threes for Jewel Spear here in the second quarter. Hard to the rim. Sarah Puckett, corner 3, off the rim. Spear saving it. Puckett has it. What an effort from Jewel Spear.
I mean, that was the same exact effort play from Jillian Hollingshed before. That's the momentum, that's the energy that they have to play with. It's the little things.
That's Sarah Puckett with the dime. Talasia Cooper with the finish. We're back to 5. A roaring charge from the home side. Johnson into Morrow. Morrow, great move, great finish.
I mean, Morrow, she just did her work early on that one, was able to seal off Cooper and just did a drop step layup.
Cooper almost lost it. Here comes the pressure from LSU. Picks back up her dribble. Reset for Tennessee. 12 on the shot clock. Cooper. 6 now. Flau'jae Johnson picked her pocket, and it is all Flau'jae to the rim.
That's exactly what Flau'jae Johnson does. She has quick hands. Defensively, she's always active.
Tennessee needs an answer. Had it as close to 5, back to 9. Spear takes a foul. 2 shots coming up. Again, if you need a bucket and you're Tennessee, you're going to Jewel Spear. Had 6 threes against Oklahoma. 11 points down the stretch in the fourth quarter to help aid that comeback, and she's helped aid the comeback here in the second quarter.
I mean, momentum is a real thing, and it carries, and of course that's not to discredit her. I mean, her ability to shoot is, again, just next level. But right now, that momentum is on her side. She's doing such a good job of putting the ball in the basket. You have to look for her if you're Tennessee.
And she was the newbie on this Tennessee team last year. And now she's just one of 2 players on this roster to have started all the games a season ago. So now she's the experienced Lady Vol in a new system. And she has thrived so far in SEC play. It's a breather. And that's going the other way. Push off. Cheyenne Day-Wilson turns it over. LSU's been pretty clean turnover-wise. Maybe starting to get tired as the half wears down.
I mean, yeah, she just clearly pushed her off. I mean, she just one-handed her, pushed her off.
Kim Mulkey in distress after that one, trying to will her team here to the halftime break. They had a commanding advantage. Largest lead was 18 at one point here in the quarter. Spencer working on Poa. Natham working it around. Whitehorn with pump fake, looking for the open player. 3 from the right wing off the mark. Offensive board. Strong pull from Alyssa Latham.
And that's the movement that Kim Caldwell wants. She felt like they were very stagnant versus Oklahoma. They're doing a good job of dribble penetration and getting good looks.
Whitehorn has not found the 3-point shot yet tonight. She's 0 from 3 from distance. 45 seconds on the clock. LSU doesn't mind to let some ticks fall off the clock here. It's been a good Tennessee run, backstretch of this quarter. Ruby Whitehorn, aggressive pick. Tennessee, they've got numbers. Latham, open layup. Shot clock is off. Full court press is on. Inbounds, Johnson, 17 now. Tennessee back within 5. Flage to the rim. Yes, smooth finish. 10 seconds now for Tennessee. Spear, she's been the hot hand. 2 now. Jules Spear, travel. Good defense from Flage Johnson. Good players finish quarter strong, and she's done that. 2 seconds. Gilbert will run out the clock. Good fight from Tennessee at the end of this quarter, and they have made this back into a ball game. LSU led by as much as 18. We stay to 7 going into halftime. Cam, we've got a good one.
They did such a much better job of disrupting LSU, not letting them get what they want, getting back in their transition deep is going to be very telling early. This third quarter is going to be very telling, especially.
Yeah, both these teams are going to get everyone's best. The history that is in this Lady Vol program, the history that is behind Kim Mulkey, obviously a national champion 2 years ago. You're always going to have that target on your back. Both these teams, they've handled a lot of early season tests. For LSU, this is their first major road test against a ranked team. They've seemed fairly poised up to this point. The Lady Vols, they want to defend this home court.
And what's funny is Coach Mulkey said in January, every game matters, but not every game is going to make or break you. You have to do 3 things: win the games you're supposed to win, beat the teams you're supposed to beat, and take care of business at home. And that's what Tennessee wants to do today.
Gilbert off the front iron. Will be in the first 5 for LSU to start the second half. Good spin from Jules Spear. How special has she been this January?
When you have a player like that who you have so much confidence in and can rely on, just a beautiful move down low by Jules Spear. Great spin, using her defender's body to her advantage and getting a good looking lay.
15 points now for Spear. Morrow wants a 3 on the other end, has made her living inside that time. Fires a 3, just a 5th 3 from LSU in this game.
Anissa Morrow said that she really wants to become a 5-level scorer this season. But when you have an inside game like she does, do you really need it?
Great start for Tennessee. Spear and Whitehorn back-to-back buckets. Exactly what Kim Caldwell wanted coming out of the locker room. Well, you just missed it, but moments ago, Jewel Spear active in the huddle, encouraging her teammates, willing them on. She has been so good tonight, as she has been over the last 4, averaging 24 in SEC play, 15 tonight. It's been lethal from 3. It has been a huge spark for Tennessee again. And
it starts in the locker room. She's really that voice, that leader for this Lady Ball team. But something that might go unnoticed because of her offensive skill set is her defense. She's doing such a good job defensively as well, and that energy is helping her create offense for herself.
Bring back in Sarah, who has more on Jewel.
Well, Kim Caldwell talked about Jewel stepping up vocally and saying how huge it is for her team. She said, you know, you have your moment where you talk to your staff before you talk to your players in a timeout, and you need your players to coach the players in that moment. They don't need to be sitting there. They don't need to be whining or wandering off. It needs to be player-led, and that's exactly what Jewel Spear does every single time.
Whitehorn, anything but in that time. Jillian Hollingshed working hard on the defensive end on Morrow. That's a big-time offensive board. Spencer can't cash it in. Hard foul inside. And that's going to be on Tennessee. Contact in there. The foul's going to be on Spencer. Got tangled up with Morrow. Fans obviously not liking what they see.
One thing about it, the fans are going to let you know when they don't agree with your call. And
I think what they're complaining about is Morrow swung her arm at the end of that. Now the officials are going to take an extra look, because, and I think Spencer does have a correct claim in that. Maybe there was initial contact before.
The caller for is a foul on White 7. The player's on review for a possible unobserved
of some sort. So the crew will take a look. Tennessee within 3, early stages of the 3rd. Quickly their offense moves. How good of a three-point shooting team they are. Jewel Spear, of course, was going to get those free throw shots. She's got 17, and Lady Vols are back within 1 with the ball.
Yeah, Coach Caldwell said 20 points isn't anything for this team. They can make 20 points. They can give up 20 points very quickly.
Looking for their first lead today, and Cooper rims out. And a big drive on the other end. Kaylin Gilbert, much needed there for LSU.
That's what they've been doing all game, is just leaking out, getting easy bunnies around the rim by just running the floor.
Cooper can't hit, and a tie-up. Will be a foul going the other way.
Gilbert, I mean, she's just down there by herself. You have Cooper and Spear trying to get back, but she was already so far going ahead. It's hard to recover. And that's a tough position to be in if you're Tennessee.
It's 9 points now for Kaylin Gilbert off the bench. LSU back in control by 3. And Dave Wilson will try to set up some offense here for the Tigers. Inside, trying to go up strong on Kanaya board. Good defense, offensive board, and 2 shots coming up. Nisa Morrow to the line. Get another big offensive rebound for Anisha Morrow. She has 13 boards. 5 of them have been on the offensive end. That's about what she's been able to do as well after getting those offensive rebounds. Another strong outing. All SEC First teamer this season to go on her way again to recognition and honors this season. Here's Cooper driving right side on Johnson. Johnson might have affected the shot there. Morrow's got the board. Michaela Williams, pull-up jumper over Puckett. The Tigers got some mojo back here in the quarter. Good defense leading to another transition make for LSU. Spearman on Morrow, too strong. Offensive board for Puckett. Here's Puckett on the right wing. And they're going to get her with the offensive foul push-off from Sarah Puckett.
Kayla Williams just running in transition, but she sets it up so nice because she looks like she's about to pass it, not even making eye contact with the basket. Knocks it down. Tennessee didn't step up to defend her. That's what she does so well.
It's been a game of runs, and LSU now on a 6-0 run. Tennessee made field goals in their last 2.5 minutes. Tigers led by at one point 18. Offensive foul now the other way as Williams went inside strong.
Coach Mulkey is saying that was a flop by Jewel Spear. It does look like Williams had some contact and pushed off on that left side.
Went Tennessee's way. Bit of a scoring drought for the Lady Vols. Here's Spear. Inside, goes up with one. And gets it to go. Jewel Spear unconscious, 19 points now. Quickly the other way is LSU. Flage Johnson, so smooth off the glass. Flage has 13. Really good response. Whitehorn from the free throw line. We're seeing why these are two of the best offenses in the country. Inside and out right now. Tennessee, they live and die by the three, but we've seen some good paint scoring here in the second half.
And you always want to play inside out because that really opens up your players on the perimeter.
That's fantastic for Kaylin Gilbert there.
She does so well that mid-range game.
So smooth at 17 against Auburn, 16 against Arkansas. A lot of consistency off the bench for LSU. Hollingshed was alone down there with Morrow, almost gave it away. Whitehorn might have gotten away with the travel there.
Yeah, but that just started with Dave Wilson doing a good job of being sneaky behind Hollingshed, creating a turnover.
Whitehorn almost stole one. Hollingshed can't get it to go. Tennessee nearly bought a bucket on that crazy possession. Look at Gilbert go through the teeth of the defense. How did she get it for two?
I mean, the way she can just handle that ball through traffic.
My goodness, what a finish and what a drive. Look at the move through two defenders.
Just spinning through both of them, finishing through two more defenders. I mean, she's not the tallest player on the court, but sometimes she acts like the strongest, that's for sure.
That is an unbelievable drive and finish. Gilbert, 13 points now, 4 rebounds, assists, productive 19 minutes again off the bench. A top candidate right now, SEC 6th Woman of the Year. Whitehorn a bit short there. Tennessee fighting for the board, no one home. Michaela Williams has it. Williams driving, finishing, guard play right now, dominating for LSU. Two back-to-back fantastic finishes. Talasia Cooper ends the 6-0 run there from LSU. Good finish on the other end.
Tennessee now, this is a big defensive possession. Staying calm, play your game, and let it create offense for you.
LSU's done a good job of handling Tennessee's press. It is Gilbert's quarter. She's got the ball. Gilbert wants the three. Bouncing around the rim. Morrow is there. Can't finish it that time. Whitehorn. Open three. Got it. Kanaya Boyd, a clutch shot.
Big shot by the freshman.
Flau'jae Johnson on the other end. Again, just so clinical and efficient.
It just always seems like LSU has an answer.
Whitehorn left alone.
Good job by Ruby Whitehorn to get behind that defense. LSU was so tuned into the ball. She just snuck behind them.
Wow, it is back and forth here in the third quarter. Kim Mulkey senses her team maybe can use a breather after a couple of transition baskets on both ends.
Just Kanaya Boyd knocking it down. That's a way to be ready by the freshman. And then on the other end, Johnson doing what Johnson does.
If you blink, you might miss some of these possessions. It has been transition point after transition basket. And it feels like LSU might be pulling away. Tennessee, they have a big shot. Kanaya Boyd, they get a good defensive possession. They're hanging around.
And we knew going into this game that it was going to be a foot race. I mean, just a lot of action, a lot of up and down. These two teams get a lot of possessions in. And it's fun. It's a fun style of play. As a player, you like getting up and down and having a lot of movement going on.
We're really getting to learn a lot about this Kim Caldwell Lady Vol team in these last two games against top 10 teams. Their first opportunities against top 10 teams. See how a top 10 team operates. They are right on the outside of the top 15 looking in. And if there's one thing we have learned, they don't quit. There's a motor on this Tennessee team.
And, you know, if Tennessee wants to be the team that they want to be going forward, they're going to have to show they can beat teams like LSU. You know, these are two teams who are playing some of the best basketball in the conference, let alone the country. And either of them can be national champs in early April.
Turnover after the Cooper missed jumper. Now Cooper inside. That's a blocking foul. As Poa couldn't quite get the feet set. Good hard drive from Talasia Cooper rewarded. And two shots here for Talasia Cooper, 72% free throw shooter. Kim Mulkey trying maybe to argue Poa's case that was an offensive foul. And Kim Mulkey doesn't tend to get a lot of love when she's on the road. These free throws feel very important here for Tennessee. Both teams have shot the ball well from the line. LSU 9 for 11 shots. Tennessee now 7 of 8. Two big ones there for Cooper. Back to 4. Poa quickly past the press. Flau'jae Johnson setting up the offense for LSU. Johnson off the dribble, lost it. Spencer has it. Fast break for Cooper, left alone.
That was a possession that looked like LSU.
LSU almost out of control there. Tennessee buckling up defensively. Here's Gilbert. Mismatch with Hollingshed on her. Jumper, surgical, silencing the crowd. Back to 4. Cooper. Spencer on Poa, ignores the screen. Cooper for 3. Can't hit. And that ball is out. Last touch, LSU.
I mean, Cooper getting the job done, leaking out, running to the rim, and then Kaylin Gilbert on the other end. Again, that mid-range game is lethal, and told the crowd to be quiet on that one.
It has been her quarter. Talaysia Cooper, quick hands on the defensive end, so good at that. What a feed from Spear. Big finish. Z Spearman underneath. 2-point game. Poa very dangerously at that line. Johnson for three. No good. Tennessee running. Jewel Spear. The freshman Boyd to the rim. No good. Rebound Spearman and a foul. Energy for this Lady Vol team and crowd.
Jewel Spear with the lob pass. Not the prettiest pass, but Spearman does a good job of hunting it down and grabbing it. Good finish. And then coming down again, drawing the foul. That's the momentum Tennessee needs going into the fourth quarter.
Spearman, the forward, 71% free throw shooter, misses the first, so Tennessee will not be able to tie it here at the line. Final seconds of the third quarter. We've got a big final 10 on deck. And he's 0 for 2, so can't get either at the line. Numbers now for LSU the other way. Contact and the foul. Kaylin Gilbert taking over the third.
That's just a tough call for the ref to make. I mean, Jewel Spear tried to get that charge, but I mean, she looked set, but that's just going to be a iffy call for refs.
We've seen it go both ways. You know, Kim Mulkey wanted there to be an offensive foul on Samara Spencer earlier in this quarter. It was a block, so we've seen it go a couple of different ways here. Gilbert and LSU cash in, and she makes her free throw. Big time bucket and the foul for Gilbert. Almost a giveaway for Tennessee. Final seconds of the third. Cooper gives it away. 2 on the clock. Spearman. Offensive foul.
You know, fans aren't going to be happy with that one. Getting the block on the other end and a charge on this one. But last year, Poa, she does such a good job of drawing charges. If you're Tennessee, you have to be aware of that and avoid the charge.
And we've got ourselves a ball game through 3 quarters. Kaylin Gilbert, have yourself a second half. 18 points, she's fired up. LSU leads. To her own hands, net and one in the quarter, maybe the biggest one of the game so far.
She hasn't started a game all season. A player who comes off the bench for this team, and you know, it's about what you do when you're in the game. Like I was saying earlier, people get so caught up in wanting to start, and she does such a good job of showing why that really doesn't matter.
Fresh 10 minutes, final quarter of regulation here. LSU trying to start with a 3. They've only taken 6. That one rims away. Whitehorn falls, tips it back, and a 3 for Spencer. What a recovery. And Samara Spencer buries it.
From this angle, that was a great looking shot.
Back to 2 now. Great first shot for Tennessee, and now a giveaway. Morrow lost it. Talaysia Cooper, those active hands. 3, Jewel Spear for the lead. Can't hit. Offensive board. Spencer for the lead. 2 good looks for Tennessee.
Hey, I'm not mad at that if I'm Coach Caldwell.
And Johnson normally is automatic, but she's able to get second life and finish at the rim. Tennessee's been so close to retaking the lead. They had a lead at 3-2, so they've had 1 lead in this game. It was 3-2, and they've been so close here in the second half.
In fourth quarters, they find a lot of success. Normally, they want to play hard all 40 minutes, but that fourth quarter, they really thrive.
Spear off the screen. Hollingshed up strong. That's a hard foul on Johnson, and will send Hollingshed, a 54% free throw shooter, to the line.
Good job by Hollingshed being aggressive. Yeah, that was just an undisciplined foul by Johnson, but at least she didn't give up the and one, so you're happy with those types of fouls.
Definitely a hard foul there, and you put Hollingshed at the line, who's not 50-50 at the line, so play your odds if you're Flau'jae Johnson and LSU.
She knew she wasn't going to get that blocked shot, so.
And Tennessee, they've missed their last 3 free throw attempts at the line. 1 for 2, 50-50 from Hollingshed. Back to 1 possession. Spearman back in. Full court pressure is at a max here in the fourth quarter. Day Wilson quickly down the court. Both teams 11 turnovers in this one. LSU, they've had their moments dealing with this high press from Tennessee. Williams going up strong on Puckett, got the foul and 1. That's instincts right there. Michaela Williams.
She's just so good. We'll take another look here. She just wants to go one-on-one. Puckett does not agree with that one. Feels like she was in the clear on that one, but Williams initiated that contact, and refs are going to call that.
LSU just has so many pieces they can hurt you with, and we've seen so many of them contribute to this game at certain times, and Michaela Williams has been consistent. That's her biggest play of the night.
The sophomores in the SEC right now are just playing at a high level, and she's definitely one of them.
Spearman able to get the offensive rebound and draw a foul. Tennessee was severely getting out rebounded at one point in the first half. Tennessee has done a much better job in the second. They are now out rebounding LSU on the offensive side, 13-12.
And going into the game, into this game, we knew that that was going to be a key thing to key into, was limiting those boards and those second chance opportunities, especially for Morrow.
Spearman was 0 for 2 last trip, hits the first. 2 for 2. Big time from C. Spearman off that offensive rebound. Cheyenne Day Wilson slowing things up. We've seen some high tempo transition play. LSU will try to run a set here. Tigers by 4. Johnson, top the key, just beyond the free throw line. There's Morrow again, offensive rebound. Her strong suit, turnaround jumpers off the mark. Spear sheds Morrow. Open is Boyd. Yes, buries it. Clutch moments for the freshman.
You got to be happy with the confidence of your freshman. Flau'jae Johnson was so tuned in to Jewel Spear that it left Boyd open in the corner.
Timeout LSU, suffocating pressure. Energy from the Lady Vols here. Kanaya Boyd, just a redshirt freshman, didn't look like it on that make.
Did not at all. You see Johnson was so tuned in to Spear. Kanaya Boyd knocking it down in the corner.
Three straight Final Fours is no joke, and she had some battles here in Knoxville with those Pat Summitt coach teams that won national championships. 07, 08, had some incredible games in Knoxville back in the day. Such a great wealth of knowledge that LSU has. Tigers in a battle on the road, their toughest road test of the season so far against 16th ranked Tennessee. trying to get back in the win column following their first loss of the season to Oklahoma on Sunday. 3 from Day Wilson, rims away, offensive board for Miracle Shepherd. Morrow can't leave her unmarked, and she's got an easy 2. Let's get it back to Sarah Detweiler.
Well, in that last timeout, Andy, Kim Caldwell told her team, we're going to go on runs. Don't get too high, do not get too low. We just need to outwork them for 7 minutes. Don't stop now, you are making a statement.
Statement 3 from Jewel Spear, and we are all tied up. Good info from Sarah as Kim Caldwell looking for her biggest win as a head coach with Tennessee. Great follow from Miracle Shepherd, and LSU regains the advantage. This is make or break it time for both of these teams. Tennessee, they haven't had a lead since early first quarter. Spear, 22 points now, 4 made threes in the game. Spencer for the lead. Off the back rim. Offensive board for Cooper. Cooper up strong, a foul. And 1. Talasia Cooper doing it all.
It just starts on the board. Talasia Cooper splitting the defense, getting it up. Wow, that's the shot that Tennessee needed.
Cooper.
Why weren't telling her to lock in?
18 points for Cooper, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Has been quite the night once again for Tennessee's leading scorer. And Lady Vols have their first lead since early in the first. It was 3-2, and now about midway through the fourth, this crowd is on fire in Knoxville. Gilbert, no good. Spear to the rim. Offensive board, Spearman. And that's going Tiger direction. Empty possession for the Lady Vols. Spearman, though, good effort hauling in the board for a moment.
I love the decision by Jewel Spear. Everybody knows that she can knock it down. So when they closed out on her, she drove it to the basket.
Good defensive hold for LSU. They find themselves trailing late in this game. Massive contact on that drive from Day Wilson. Morrow comes up hurt. Day Wilson connects to give LSU the lead, but Morrow a massive collision on Spencer from what it looked like. And that is a sight you can ill afford if you're LSU. Anissa Morrow, so important this team. 23 points and 19 rebounds tonight. Here's the screen.
Day Wilson with the drive. She grabs onto that knee, it seems like.
You hope it's just a stinger there.
Yeah, she clashed with Spencer on that one.
Morrow will head over to the end of the bench. Again, her impact is, you can't understate. She's nearly got a 20-20 game.
Yeah, she did not want to put pressure on that knee. Obviously, a player that LSU really wants to stay in the game, but the way that Gilbert is playing, she can step up big for them.
Here's Cooper working on Johnson. Takes the long 2. How about that? Talasia Cooper with a hand in her face.
Doesn't need much space.
Lady Vols back in front. Back and forth we go. Gilbert back out to Day Wilson. Kayla Williams. Hesitation to the rim. What a finish.
I mean, her first step is just so quick. It's hard to recover after it.
Cooper around the back. She's feeling it. Can't connect that time. Hollingshed rips the ball away and then gives it away. Trying to throw it out on LSU. Here's Flau'jae Johnson. Rims away. Couldn't quite finish it. A good move from Flau'jae.
But I love that Spencer got back that time and made it difficult for Johnson.
Cooper, that's a three. Biggest lead for Tennessee tonight. Talasia's got 24. Gilbert, she's been the go-to second half for LSU. No Morrow for the Tigers. Here's Gilbert from the free throw line. Great defense from Cooper. And it's Tennessee ball.
Talasia Cooper just has it on a string, knocking down the three. And another one.
.24 for Cooper. And that was her first made three, and it was one of the biggest shots for Tennessee tonight. Cooper again. No good. 1 for 6 from three now. Gilbert wants to run the other direction. What a finish from Kaylin Gilbert. She's done that all night.
I mean, her ability to just score between so many defenders.
All even, 82 apiece, 2.5 to go. High pressure moments here in Knoxville. LSU's one of 5 teams undefeated still in college basketball. Can they hold on the road? Spear into Spearman. Got it. Took some contact. Williams tried to draw the foul. See, Spearman won that battle. Flau'jae Johnson quickly the other way and one. Back and forth we go, and Flau'jae connects.
It just seems like LSU always has an answer for every basket that Tennessee scores.
This is high-level basketball right now. And two of clearly the best teams in the nation. Tennessee, if anything, they have shown they belong. And LSU, they're one of the toughest teams in the nation. Flau'jae Johnson, a huge and one, gives LSU the lead back. 2 minutes remaining in Knoxville. Two of the nation's top offenses putting on a show. Here's Whitehorn. Spear with 10 on the shot clock. Jewel Spear off the dribble. Takes it in. Kaylin Gilbert showing her value on the defensive end as well. Gonna play for Kim Mulkey. You got to be able to play defense as well. 4.5 on the shot clock for Tennessee. Gonna have to get something off quick. Cooper rejected by Johnson, and a jump ball is the call. Stay Tennessee ball with 2.3 on the shot clock. Great play from Flau'jae Johnson.
I mean, she just does such a good job using her arms, her length to her advantage, making it difficult for that shot to get off.
Been going so fast, forgot to mention, Anissa Morrow is back in the game for LSU. Not out for too long. Inbounds, 2 on the shot clock. Whitehorn for 3, no good. Had to force it up. LSU trying to break the pressure. And a trap on Day Wilson. They've got her in trouble. And a timeout for LSU. Less than 90 seconds remain in this one. And we have had a dogfight here in the second half.
It looks a little similar to that Oklahoma game, that ending. It gets so close down the stretch.
Talaysia Cooper has been willing Tennessee here in the fourth quarter. 24 on the night. She has made some tough contested shots on really good defender Flau'jae Johnson.
I mean, just her ability to score through contact. We know that she does that so well. Tennessee's go-to player offensively, knocking down the three. Really put Tennessee back into this game.
It feels like we have seen a lot of these star players that both these teams have step up in different moments. Jules Spear helped Tennessee come back from an 18-point second quarter deficit. They were down 18 early in the second. You thought, oh no, LSU might just be outmatching Tennessee tonight. And no, we've seen Jules Spear will Tennessee back into it. And then Talaysia Cooper, you knew she wasn't going to stay quiet for too long. She's been Tennessee's leading scorer all season.
In these last possessions, those are the two players that Tennessee is going to want to go to. Make sure the ball gets in their hands.
LSU by one. Massively important possession. 90 seconds remain. That pass errant. Tennessee turns it over in and out of the hands of Morrow. Cooper. Here's Spencer, 13 on the shot clock. 10 now. Spencer at the free throw line, 5 on the clock, just throws it up, rolls around. Spearman, offensive board, throws it up with contact. LSU quickly the other way. Michaela Williams, fast break for 2. Fantastic defensive hold for LSU, and then they've done what they've done best, is run some transition fast break offense.
That's just textbook LSU basketball right there. Tennessee had a good look underneath with Z Spearman cleaning it up, but it just didn't go. Williams on the other end. Here are the players that you want the ball in their hands. Potentially get a quick layup or get fouled in the process.
Two timeouts left for Tennessee, none for LSU. Talaysia Cooper, it's been her quarter. Takes the inbounds and gives it away. Ripped away from the Tigers and almost lost it. Williams hanging on to it. Cooper rips it away. Here's Spear for the tie. Unbelievable sequence from Tennessee. Flau'jae the other way. Almost the acrobatic make. Morrow, jump ball. It'll stay LSU possession.
Right, we got to take a breather right now. That was a lot. I mean, Jules Spearman, that's exactly what she did in the game versus Oklahoma. Bringing Tennessee back. She's just set up and ready. She can knock it down. She's just so good.
Electric from Jules Spear. 25 points, 5 threes, but now LSU has the ball. Shot clock is off. They can hold for the final shot here. Day Wilson into Williams. It's now Gilbert, and she will hold it. Whitehorn on Gilbert. 8 seconds now. Gilbert with 5. Gilbert driving in, goes up, got it to go! Heartbreaker.
She's so good.
Kaylin Gilbert silences the crowd. How did she finish that?
I mean, that's just, your heart sinks on that one if you're Tennessee. Kaylin Gilbert is just so good getting to the rim and finishing through contact.
was an unbelievable off-balance finish. Kaylin Gilbert, as clutch as we've seen here tonight,
the players on review for clock malfunction. Make sure the top time stopped on time.
Than that one. Ball in her hands. Doesn't matter with the pressure on the road. So clutch.
She wanted the ball in her hands, and if you're Tennessee, if you see Whitehorn get beat at all, everybody has to rotate over and be the next line of defense.
And we'll look at the clock to make sure that Tennessee has the correct amount of time. When Kaylin Gilbert got the bucket, the ball is obvious. It's moved across half court. So Tennessee, either way with 0.7, you can get a shot off. It's very difficult. You want as much time as possible. Gilbert didn't leave much. 0.9 is where we're going to land. So
after review, the ball cleared the net at 0.9. So the game clock was reset to 0.9.
Draw up your go-to here, right, Cam?
Yeah, Jewel Spears taking the ball out. That might be a player who they want to hit very quickly when she gets back in.
That's Spear who's going to inbound it. 0.9. Tennessee needs 2 to tie, a 3 to win. Lobbing it up for Spearman. Spearman, did she get it up? Doesn't matter. Road Warriors. Kim Mulkey's crew come into Knoxville and win a thriller. Kaylin Gilbert, a hero tonight.
I mean, you can't get a better look if you're Tennessee. Spear, just a beautiful pass, a lob pass. Spearman just hits the rim on that one. A beautiful look though for Tennessee. Now it's about going back and just watching film and doing the work again. It's still so early in the season.
Third straight win